I don't think Pete Carroll will be a successful head coach in the NFL unless he has the right caliber of coaches underneath him. And even then, we'll wait to see. Seattle, in my mind, has a lot of things to do different before they can actually be a contending team, even though they're only 4 years out from their last Super Bowl. So, thoughts, opinions, if you have them, feel free to call in. And that's just one of those things right now with college football. It's just kind of crazy. There's a lot of things up in the air. Those are the biggest things of the day. Now, I do want to discuss for a couple minutes the firing of Mike Leach over at Texas Tech. Mike Leach basically stuck one of his players in what he saw, what he said was a dark room and told the player to lay down, had a concussion. Now, here's the thing. Mike Leach is coming back and suing the university for defamation of character and basically trying to claim lost wages and basically that nobody is going to want to hire him because of what transpired at Texas Tech. Now, I don't disagree with Mike Leach on him suing. Here's the thing, though. Really, if you have the respect of your players, and this applies to both Jim Leavitt and Mike Leach, if you have the respect of your players, you're not going to have players going above your head to your university superiors, whether it's the athletic director or whoever, claiming that you did stuff you didn't do to them. I mean, point blank, you didn't put that gentleman in an athletic locker and tell him to stand up while the gentleman had a concussion, then I'm sorry, you were falsely accused. But if that's really what you did, then I'm sorry, you deserve what you got. Because the money that you make, that you're entitled to in one season, for the type of treatment that you showed another human being, is more than some of us will ever see. Now, it makes you really wonder. It makes you wonder what society has really come to when we're willing to pay these coaches, these crazy erratic coaches, all this money. And how are they really treating the children that are going, and the kids that are going to play at these universities? It really just kind of boggles my mind, to be quite honest. Now, I'm looking for thoughts on this, on just anything in general, but just here's the thing. Let's look at what's the national championship game? Texas and Alabama. Let me tell you something, folks. The backup quarterback for Texas was really good. I'm not so thrilled about the play of the quarterback for Alabama. I'm just really not. It just really wasn't what I was expecting. Alabama, Mark Ingram proved last night that he is the real deal. He really did, without fashion of a doubt. Really proved that he's the real deal. And we're going to see him in the league in a couple of years, and he'll make a very decent running back. Now I'm going to change over, and we're going to flip the script here real quick. A list of Hall of Fame finalists came out today, and it just, some of the people on the list are really just, hey, here's the thing. You have Jerry Rice and Emmitt Smith. Okay? Now, these are just finalists, folks. They didn't actually make it. But Jerry Smith and Emmitt Smith, Jerry Rice and Emmitt Smith should be locked for the Hall, without a doubt. Tim Brown should be a lock for the Hall. And Chris Carter and Andre Reed. I mean, there's just so many good players in football that honestly should be in the Hall. And maybe and here's the thing: is that an era perspective? Is that depend on what decade you were born in? Does that depend on who you grew up watching? I grew up watching all these guys play football. Chris Carter, Andre Reed. I grew up watching all of them play football when I was a young child, and all of them just blew my mind out. In today's NFL, it's just different. The guys are bigger, the wide receivers are faster, the running backs are bigger, but still, Emmitt Smith, one of the best, running backs in the league, maybe ever, and he definitely earned that spot, without a doubt. Now, whatever selections they make, I'll definitely keep everybody informed and let you know what's going on. And we'll just kind of go from there. All right, NFL football. Ooh, we're looking at some playoff games coming up this weekend. And boy, do we have some wild card games. Now, let's turn our attention to some playoff games. And then we'll do some NFL news and tidbits, and we'll take some commentary, and we'll go from there. Folks, we have a Jets and Bengals matchup Saturday at 4:30 p.m. The New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals are looking horrible right now. Past two games, they've been looking atrocious. Everybody that I've heard on, sports talk radio is talking about how the New York Jets are going to win this game against the Cincinnati Bengals, and I don't agree. I really don't agree. I think Cincinnati's going to come back this week, and they're going to beat the New York Jets. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. If you're playing fantasy football, I do not see Chad Ochocinco scoring any touchdowns over Darrelle Revis. I don't see it. I don't see it happening. I do see Carson Palmer having a big day, and I see Cedric Benson, honestly, one of the you want to talk about a running back that has really re-energized his career after a lot of downfalls. I see Cedric Benson having a really good day against the Jets defense. Now, that being said, I think Carson Palmer is a much more polished quarterback than Mark Sanchez, but it's really going to be a give game. But I really would have to put my money on Cincinnati. What that means for you, bet the other way, because I have a tendency to be wrong. The next game, Saturday at 8 o'clock, our doubleheader weekend, is the Eagles and Cowboys. Now, the Cowboys have had the Eagles number all season long. And there has been talk and talk and talk and talk. Deshaun Jackson had a YouTube video or something out earlier in the week, basically, saying that, Mike Jenkins couldn't, cover him and blah, 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 blah. And here's the thing. Mike Jenkins isn't even going to be lined up against you going into the playoff game, okay? But all you're doing, Deshaun Jackson, is giving the Dallas Cowboys a reason to come after